Hello guys, welcome back to Learn Tech School. On this video we'll be teaching you on how to use SUM SUMIF and SUMIFS in Microsoft Excel. So we need to learn about SUM first. For SUM, it means adding up total values, and SUMIFs and SUMS are both functions used to sum up values based on specific criteria. So before we go into our learning session, I'll kindly ask of you click on the subscribe button so that YouTube can notify you for more videos like this ones here when we update them. Thank you. In this part of our learning, we're going to use this table. So these are cells made in our country, Kenya. This table of ours consists of different columns. We have the column that starts with gender, and next one is city, followed by customer type, product line, unit price, quantity, and sales. So then when you look on the left side, we are asked to find the total sales, SUMIF, then SUMIF with cell reference, then SUMIF with 2 criteria. We have also SUMIF with 3 criteria. Then we are going to start first finding the total sales that are made in this column. So we are going to use sum in this. I'm going to click on this cell, then put in is equal sign. Then afterwards, I'm going to type in sum. Remember here we are looking for total sales made. I'm going to double click on this. As it says here, what sum does, adds all numbers in a range of cells. Then double click. If you double click on it, it's going to give you a formula. The formula for sum, there is parentheses. Inside parentheses we have number 1, then comma, followed by another number 1. So this means actually we select the range of the cells column from this point up to the end here. Then afterward you close in the parentheses and hit on enter. It will give you a total of the sum, which is 5,517.29. That is the total sales made. Next, you are going to use SUMIF. So with SUMIF here, we are going to calculate the total sales made by females using SUMIF. On this, you are going to put in is equal sign, then preceded by the word SUMIF. So SUMIF here, it specifies what it does, adds the cell specified by a given condition or criteria. Then afterwards, I'm going to click on this word of SUMIF. So SUMIF, you start with parentheses. Inside parentheses, we have range 1. Then there is a comma. Then criteria. Then another comma. We have some range lastly. So first, I'm going to select my range. Remember here, the range, you'll know the range by knowing the criteria. Our criteria is female. So it means I'm going to select on the column for gender. That is my range from this point up to the end here. Then you add in a comma. Second, now my criteria is female. I'm going to type it manually inside opening and closing quotation marks. I'm going to type in female. Then after this, I'm going to put in a comma. Last, I'm going to select my sum range. Remember, my sum range belongs to the column of cells, so it means I'm going to select from this point up to the end of it. Then I'm going to close in my parentheses and hit on enter. It will give you a total sales of 2,991.38. Now we are going to do SUMIF with cell reference. So this time round, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to find the total sales made by males by going to use cell reference. So as usual, I'm going to put in my equal sign. Then next, type in the word SUMIF. Double click on it. My range, same column for gender, select it. Then comma, my criteria. This time round, I'm going to click on cell, not typing it manually as I was typing. I'm just going to click on this cell here. Then next, I'm going to add in a comma. Lastly, I'm going to select sum range. this column from this point up to the end here. Then I'm going to close this parenthesis and hit on enter. It will actually give me a 0 because this cell here, it is empty. The moment I type in male and I hit on enter, you see the answer, it will change here. If I change this into female, also it will affect the answer here. So let me return it the way it was male. That's how to use SUMIF with cell reference. Now let us go to SUMIFS with two criteria. I'm going to click on this cell. With this SUMIF with two criteria here, I'm going to calculate the total cells made by females, specifically in Nairobi city. My two criteria are female first one, second one is Nairobi. Here I'm going to put in is equal, then type in SUMIFS. Double click on it, then my sum range. So I'm going to select this part from where it starts up to where it ends, the cells column, then add in a comma. Second, now we are going to select my criteria range 1. So I'm going to select the column for gender from this point until where it ends, add in a comma. Now next it will be my criteria 1. My criteria 1 is I'm going to put it inside double quotation mark, and then I'm going to type in female here. Then I'm going to add in a comma. Next I'll be selecting my criteria range 2, that is city. Then I'm going to insert in a comma. Next I'm going to add in my criteria 2. I'm going to type it as in Nairobi. I want specifically says made in Nairobi. Then lastly, I'm going to close this bracket here, this parenthesis here, and I hit on enter, and it's going to give me an answer of this. That is how to use SUMIFS with two criteria. Now let me go to the last one, using SUMIFS with 3 criteria. So here I'm going to find total cells made by males in Mombasa that are greater than 100. So I'm going to click on this cell. Then I'm going to type in SUMIFS, double click on it, this, then sum range. I'm going to select from this point up to this. Then you add in a comma, my criteria range 1, which is gender column, place in a comma, my criteria 1, I'm going to type it as in male. Then place in a comma, we'll have criteria range 2, which is city Mombasa. Then place in another comma, last one, we have criteria 2, I'm going to place in Mombasa here. Then we have, I'm going to select cells column again for criteria range 3, then add in a comma. Lastly, I'm going to put it my criteria 3 as in greater than 100 symbol. Then I'm going to close this and I hit on enter, and it will give me a total of 597.73. That is how to use SUMIF and SUMIFS with 2 criteria, 3 criteria in Microsoft Excel. Lastly, as we wrap up, if you find this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It really helps me out. And let me know what you want to see in our next video.